What's this? Is this under chapter 10?
Yeah, this is under chapter 10. I'm skipping around a little bit in your book because you guys should already know most of the contents, so I'm talking about functions a little more.
Okay.
So here's an example of function composition. So p of x is x squared plus 1, and L of x is 2x plus 3. I want to calculate p of L of x. Cool? So if I start with an x, this thing's like an onion, yeah? What do you do first to the x? Yeah, you do the rule L to it. You guys see that?
Yeah.
You've got an x, you do the innermost grouping symbol first, so that's L. So first things first, we're going to do L to x. That's going to get us to L of x. Then what's the next function we're going to apply? P, which is x squared plus 1. So I'm going to do P next. That's going to get me to P of L of x. And then what am I going to do after that?
P again.
P again. So that's going to give me to P of L of x. You guys all good with this? Okay, the hardest part about this is counting the parentheses. Okay, so let's do this with letters, right? So I'm going to start with an x. Then what am I going to get to?
2x plus 3.
Good, I'm going to get to 2x plus 3. Okay, then how do I do p to 2x plus 3?
Put it in the parentheses, square it, and add 1.
Cool. P, right, is square it and add 1. So you got to do square it and add 1 to 2x plus 3. So you take your 2x plus 3, square it, and add 1. Then we're going to do p to that again.
Parentheses around.
So we're going to put some parentheses. We're going to square the stuff in it. We're going to add 1, right?
Yep.
What goes in the parentheses?
2x plus 3 squared plus 1.
Good, the stuff I had before. So 2x plus 3 squared plus 1. Then we take that whole thing, square it, and add 1 at the end. You guys see this? Every time I've been saying P's rule, what have I been saying?
Square it and add 1.
Yeah, so I'm really thinking of P as a composition of squaring and adding 1 anyway. You guys see that? So really, when I was saying this, right, I wasn't talking about 3 compositions. I was talking about 5. Yeah, so really I have 6 functions here, right? When I put a number x in here, there's 6 functions I do. The first one's multiply by 2. The next one's add 3. The next one's square that. Then I add 1. Then I square it. Then I add 1 again. So there's 6 steps to execute there. Right? There's multiply by 2, add 3, square, add 1, square, add 1. Cool?
The square plus 1, is it squared because you have 2 p's? Is it, or is it squaring it and adding 1 just a rule? You just every time you have.
Squaring it and adding 1 is how I do the rule P.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
So there's 2 instances of square it and add 1 because there's 2 instances of P happening.
Right. I got it.
You guys cool with this? A tool that helps sometimes is if you want to take your rules and rewrite them as L of stuff in a box, right, is twice stuff in a box plus 3, and P of stuff in the box is stuff in the box squared add 1. Right? This sometimes helps students straighten this out a little bit. I don't care whether you do this or not, but it can help. Cool? Questions, things? Okay, so that's forward composing, right? The other question is, can I decompose?